Visual aids, visual aids. I think we know what this video is going to be talking about. Visual aids. And the importance of it, and also when to use it. There's so many times where I've gone to speeches and presentations, like wherever the context or the environment is, and when I go there, there's so many times, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, whatever number you want to say, but so many times, I see these speakers when they go up on that stage, they rely so much on that visual aid, on that poster, whatever prop they bring on stage, that PowerPoint. They rely too much on it, and I'm here to tell you, you need to avoid that completely. Because if you rely too much on a visual aid, then you're not the star of the speech. Who are you then? If you write a whole textbook on that PowerPoint, why do they need you? They could just read. I mean, unless they don't know how to read. But if they know how to read, they don't need you then. So I want to talk about 2 points right now on how to properly use a visual aid. Either number one as a cheat sheet, or number two to enhance your speech, to put a certain emphasis on a certain point. First, let's talk about the cheat sheet. A lot of times, I understand it's very difficult to remember an entire speech. I completely understand. But first of all, you need to prepare a lot, practice at least 3-4 hours every day. This is just something I do if I have to give a speech or presentation, and so forth. Probably in another video, I'll explain more how you can memorize a speech, or how can you most importantly know it by heart. But going back, the cheat sheet, a lot of times what I tell people, what I've done too in the past, I don't do it as much, is that you put a couple bullet points on your PowerPoint or on your visual aid. You put some bullet points to remind you of what you have to speak about. So let's say your whole speech is about pollution in a city, for example. You could first, put, a certain statistic, that an example that leads you to the body of your speech, and then maybe another third point that will remind you to get into your conclusion and end with a strong kicker, strong ending, right? I know all this because my PowerPoint is helping me. It's a cheat sheet. It's not giving me the whole speech. It's not writing the whole speech for me, but I can just take a quick look. The audience can also look at it. They know what I'm going to talk about, but now, again, I can continue on with the speech without going like this or without just looking up there. I'm engaging with the audience, which is the most important part. Second thing, which is, do not rely on this. That visual aid is not your speech. It's that simple. It's not your speech. You, again, as I mentioned before, you are the star, the co-star, you're the director, you're the writer, you have the audience right there. So take it to your advantage. And now what you can do sometimes is, yes, you can put a PowerPoint, you can put a guide, you can put an aid that will give emphasis on a graph maybe that you want to show, a statistic, maybe you want to be a little funny and you can throw in a picture or a video, show something, which is great, it's phenomenal. But then you want their attention to go from you to here for a little bit and then come back. Actually, something I just learned, a speaker that I know does, is actually when he's done showing a certain point, the next slide will be blank. Blank or black, or it'll say something, now look at me again. It'll say something funny, because now the attention is going from here to here. That's simple. It's just a whole dynamic. Energy is coming from here to here and back here. That's all that's happening. Guys, it's very simple. Do not be those people. Do not. Because I'm telling you, if you do, you're going to lose everyone immediately. From the beginning till the end, all they'll be doing is reading, and many times they won't even read. They'll stop reading because they're not there to read a textbook. If they wanted to read a textbook, they can go to the library and just get one. So guys, thank you guys so much for listening. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe, follow me here on this channel. My Instagram, Conversation Guru, GURU. I really appreciate you guys watching. And remember, for your next speech or presentation, you are the star, not the visual aid. Thank you so much.